Okay, so today we have Morrissey and Drag the River, and this is a bonus track from World Peace is None of Your Business. I honestly thought that I've done this track, but apparently I have not. And also, I know I've lost a lot of weight because when I do the pop-up thing, my knees don't hurt now when I try to get up like before. So anyway, this track is almost 5 minutes long. Drag the River. Are we searching for somebody? My goodness gracious. Let's get into it, talk about it after, and here we go. I think it's the last track I have from this album. I got a name or something.
Drag the river, and within her you may find a sliver of the one of whom you speak and who they seek. She would gaze into the river as we'd look into a mirror, and her reflection would beckon her to join me, join me, join me, join me. Happy we will be. On the coastal shore, I'm sure you'd break down if you saw an abhorrent torrent crashing as it pours. The countercurrent holds a secret at the rise of tide, and it swells all alone for this heart born to hide. So join me, join me, join me, join me. I'm certain I heard her cry. By the river with a soul of submersible stone, every second of my life prepares to go. She would call into the river as she'd cry out for her mother. So stark, so haunt, deep enough for all I want. Oh, join us, join us, join us, join us, and happy we will be.
there it is there. Morrissey, Drag the River. Again, bonus track from World Peace is None of Your Business. I think it's the last track I have to react from the bonus tracks and from the whole album. So anyway, and like I said off the get-go, I thought I've already done this, but apparently not. And I feel like I would have known if I've done this, because this song was very relaxing, very smooth, very soothing as well, sublime as all heck. Just from the intro. And like I said, with that intro, I did talk for a second because I was like, what the fuck? It sounds like I Got a Name by Jim Croce. And I don't know, I feel like maybe it was just that acoustic guitar, I might say there. There's a bit of a country twang to it. There's a bit of a, it reminded me again because of Jim, from that bass or that drum work. I can't remember off the top of my head now, but again, it sounded like I Got a Name. It almost sounded like a John Denver work as well. I was like, what the hell is this? A little bit of country folkiness, whatever. But of course, by the end of the track, it lifts up and it gets more rocky and all that stuff. But yeah, very relaxing intro. Like I talked about, love Jim, love John Denver. So I mean, I'd like to hear a little bit of that on here. That's what I got for reminded me of. So that was very nice. And again, those people relax me. So yeah, relax me off the get-go. Sounded like some water as well, washing on the shore. Remind me of, like, again, if I want to talk about something else, it reminded me of the intro to Champagne Supernova with the water there. I just love the sound of water. I mean, my God. And again, that's a big soothing feeling that it gave me, and that was a big part of it. So yeah, and like I talked about how relaxing it was, and then you got Morrissey coming in there, and he just ruins it. No, he he makes it even better. His voice, he sounds very passionate, I would say, and passionate in the way of, like, it sounds like he's really talking to somebody here. It seems so real, and and that really comes to mind because I like at the point when he would say, like, so join me, or when he would say, join us. I don't know, there's a kind of cadence to his voice where it was like, my goodness, he really wants you to join them. And anyway, it also, like, there's a bit of a lackadaisical, and I say lackadaisical because of course there can be a negative connotation to that word, but I just say lackadaisical, not even lazy, because that sounds bad too, but I don't know how else to say it. It's just like where his voice, it's effortless, I guess I would also say it. His voice, the way he's singing seems effortless, like, and he's just having kind of a good time, and these words are just escaping his mouth so easily. I don't know, it's just in that way. And I like at one point too, and this is so minute, but I did like how, I don't think it was before he started singing, but I think before he went into a chorus or a verse or whatever, but you could hear his lips smack or his lips open. I don't know. Maybe it's because I like ASMR. I just like mouth sounds, but I just loved how kind of intimate it all kind of felt. That's what I guess overall was what I'm trying to say here. It sounded very intimate and personal, and yeah, so I just really enjoyed that. And I wish he kept singing, after the 3-minute mark, but I really enjoyed the minute and 40 seconds we got from the band there, because it was, I feel like, again, the song was very soothing. It was very tranquil. It was very, kind of downbeat, whatever the hell, down on the instrumentation. I mean, but still, like I talked about, that guitar work, I like the slashes of guitar at different points. Again, the bass and the drum work is always great. Especially with Matt Walker and the drums. I mean, I always love his sound. And here again, it wasn't like as heavy as, you might seem it was going to be, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is, anyway, it was kind of more tranquil when Morrissey was singing, but then we go into the last, like, minute and a half where they kind of come alive. It becomes a bit more fiery, but at the same point, it's not really bombastic or thunderous or anything like that. But it did become a little bit more than when earlier, especially it became a lot more loud, whatever, compared to the intro. But I liked it, and and it just let the band do their thing. Again, I love the slashes of guitar in there. I love how prominent the bass sounded, and just how kind of fiery that was. And again, the drumming. I always talk about Matt Walker and how much I love his timely, accurate work, and that's no different here. And I like how we thought it was over, and then all of a sudden I looked at the timestamp. I was like, it's not over, is it? And no, we had like 40 more seconds left, and they came back in. So I just like how they kind of teased us there, and then it's over for real. And so yeah, and I just love how it ended off there too. I think it was keyboards, whatever it was there, kind of stopped, and then you got the outro of the feedback of guitar or whatever the hell. But yeah, it was just, I don't know, I thought it was quite the do I want to say melodramatic kind of feel. It was just very beautiful, a very beautiful song overall. I gotta say, pretty as all hell. These lyrics though, that's one thing where this is again a bonus track from this album. You look up meanings for it. I mean, you don't really get too much, and it's just like, so it's like hard for me to don't know, to be like, what's really going on here? I mean, I did see some people talk about how it almost seems like it could be about like Virginia Woolf. And I wouldn't be surprised if Morrissey wrote about something like that. Obviously, we're talking about life and death here, I would say. Join us, join us. I mean, it almost sounds like something from friggin' The Shining or something, with the two girls there. And but anyway, the two twin girls, and I don't know, it was just so grabbing though at the same time, like haunting lyrics that made it very thought-provoking, almost like a poem, but he made it into a song, of course. So these lyrics, are very poetic and thought-provoking, like I say. But either way, the music though was just very again grabbing, and just I liked it all the way through. And again, like I talked about, it gave me a lot of reminders of other great songs I love. And yeah, it just felt so soft. And then, I loved again how Morrissey was like, all right, I'm done. And the rest of the band just finished it off there for the last minute and a half. So yeah, it was a beautiful little track. I mean, again, nothing negative at all, again, in the music, but I don't know if you want to say negative. I mean, I guess death is negative. You talk about drowning here, talk about Drag the River. I mean, Drag the River, like I said off the get-go, I believe, before I heard the song, was, when you drag a river, you're searching for somebody, you got netting and all this stuff, and so that's not good. That kind of makes you think. I mean, I've had some people who've had, well, I know some people, they had to drag a river because they lost their parent, but anyway, and he was found. But yeah, so that kind of thing, that's what comes to my mind, and it's just like, well, that's not a happy tale. So yeah, but either way, I mean, I always talk about these people, these fellas on World Peace is None of Your Business, but I'll talk about them again because, again, I love their work, and just got to mention who was on what for what, because why the hell not? I've done it so many times up to now. Morrissey is on lead vocals. I feel stupid for saying that. Boz Moore is on guitar. Jesse Tobias is also on guitars. Solomon Walker on bass. I was going to say Solomon on bass. I mean, you would think, but at this point, I'll remember that, but no. Matt Walker is on drums. Gustavo is on keyboards. And like I said, they all work very well. These guys, they just seem like a tight-knit group, at least on this album, and from what I've heard, again, Boz, Jesse, Solomon, Matt, Gustavo. I mean, I've mentioned these names all the time, for every Friday. And yeah, they never let me down anyway. For, myself anyway, in my opinion, they always sound pretty goddamn good. And behind Morrissey, and that just happens again here. And, the work between both Walkers, like I talked about, that drum and bass, the backbeat of a track, and they did that once again here. And again, I love the guitar working, or the shots of the maybe more explosive guitar. And I wouldn't even say explosive, but I just love how at some point it did become a bit more fiery, but even though the song was a bit tranquil the whole way through, it just fit. And again, Morrissey's kind of effortless vocals really fit in with this track. And anyway, so yeah. But at the same point, what are we trying to drag from this river? So let me go to these lyrics now. Again, I from what I've read, and what this was telling me here at genius.com, these lyrics have never been, I guess, actually told, or they never been put down on paper. But these are what people hear anyway when they listen to it. So if these lyrics are wrong or what, I apologize, but this is what they got. Drag the river, and within her you may find a sliver. And again, when I saw that, and again, because we're talking about a her, I would say, but of course I would say within her, you're talking about the river itself, within her you may find a sliver of the one whom you speak and whom they seek. Again, it seems like we're all looking for this one person here, who they speak and whom they seek. I mean, we're looking for this person. She would gaze into the river as we'd look into a mirror. Again, it seems like a woman or something anyway would go to the river, gaze into it like a mirror. It seems like maybe they were infatuated with death. They were in love with death. I mean, that's what comes to my mind. Again, maybe I'm dumb as hell, which is possible. But I don't got too much to go on here. And again, these lyrics seem so poetic, and I feel like I'm back in English class or something where I'm like, decipher these lyrics, and it's like, God damn. But anyway, if you go through this river, you're going to find her. It seems like, you'll find a sliver of her anyway. You'll find some remnants. And again, that's a bit chilling. Then we have the chorus, and a reflection would beckon her to join me, join me, join me. It's just, I don't know, again, the way he said that, I just really enjoyed happy we will be. And again, it's just, never, because I'm thinking, whose perspective is this from? Is this from the river's perspective? Or something anyway, but just again, it seems like her reflection would beckon her to join me, join me, join me, join me in death. Was she talking to somebody in this river? Whose reflection did she see? Happy we will be when you come join me in the afterlife and death. I mean, that's what comes to my big fat head. And again, from what was reading, I don't see too many people talk about what these lyrics mean. All I see is that they're very deep and profound. And I did see, if you search up AI stuff, AI is just fucking out to lunch with what they think this song's about. So, I mean, that didn't help at all. Anyway, but yeah, happy we will be. Again, if you join me, you're going to be happy as hell. My God. Anyway, these lyrics are very Morrissey-esque. Again, with the talk about death, talk about leaving the world. Second verse, on the coastal shore. And I love the coastal shore. I love to talk about the river, the water. Obviously, it's a big theme here. He's done that a few times. Yeah, on the coastal shore, I'm sure you'd break down if you saw an abhorrent torrent. Again, some of these words I just love the word choice here. An abhorrent torrent crashing as it pours. The counter current holds a secret at the rise of tides. Again, the counter current holds a secret. The secret of, earlier as we talked about, you'll find a sliver. What is the secret? This person who was drowned. I mean, on the coastal shore, I'm sure you'd break down if you saw what you would see underneath this water. And again, God only, and I talk about how I love the sound of water, but the water, what's underneath it, I would not want to drown, obviously. That's not very good. And what you would find underneath water, you'd find a lot of things. You find boats, ships, people. I mean, obviously a lot of animal life. And anyway, but yeah, just think about, what's under the water. I mean, that is a bit kind of chilling as well. Anyway, so there's a chilling feel to the song at the same time, as though I said, it's a very relaxing and comfy song. When you talk about the counter current holds a secret at the rise of tides, that is like a bit spooky, and it is October as I do this. Anyway, I'm talking too much, but this song just has me in my in my thoughts. And it swells all alone for this heart born too high. So join me, join me, join me. I'm certain I heard her cry. Again, I'm certain I heard her cry. From whose perspective is this? I don't know why I can't understand. But at the same point, yeah, join me, join me, join me. At the same point, join me. All your troubles will go away. I'm certain I heard her cry. Again, it seemed like whoever this woman is, and again, I say it must be a woman who we're trying to find here. It seemed like they were having a lot of trouble. I'm sure, I heard her cry, which wouldn't be an out of place thing for this person to have done. By the river with the soul of submersible stone. Again, the alliteration here, the soul of submersible stone. I mean, the word play, I don't know, it's just so much. I don't know what Morrissey, what he was on, what he was thinking, not what he was on as in a drug, but what, kind of, I guess, what, what the word I'm trying to think of, what was going through his mind or whatever when he wrote this. But again, it's so well written. Anyway, it's just, it makes me think. Anyway, every second of my life prepares to go. She would call into the river as she'd cry out for her mother. Again, did her mother pass away? Maybe is she going through a lot of grief? I mean, that comes to mind too. Is this why she decided? Is this who she's talking to in the water? I mean, all these things come to my head. And again, I don't know if I sound dumb or not, but I'm just going through this because this is my first time, so I don't know what the hell. So stark, so haunt, deep enough for all I was. Oh, join us, join us, join us, and happy we will be. Happy we will be. We will be together again. In this water, if you just come down here with us. And again, it almost sounds like Pennywise and freaking It or something, come down the sewer. My goodness gracious. But again, if it's your mother, and is it a demon? My goodness, pretending to be the mother? I mean, maybe I'm watching too much Ghost Adventures once more. But anyway, happy we will be. Again, I know not every song, and this is something that people talk about, sometimes in the comments that, I pay attention too much to the lyrics. But again, the words I feel like matter. But at the same point, again, relaxing track. Again, I just loved the whole kind of smooth feel that it had. I loved how it kind of came alive again near the end of the song. There was like the last minute and a half. And whether I'm way off on these lyrics or not, I mean, I did see some annotations on genius.com, but they have a lot of downvotes. So I guess, so I'm not going to go off that either. But yeah, obviously it seems like somebody who was troubled. Like I talked about some Virginia Woolf kind of feelings in there as well. And yeah, somebody that was going through a lot of stuff. And again, I talked about the grief and such and how maybe they did end up, committing suicide some sort of way in this water. You talk about life and death are big themes here. And I just reacted to a PJ Harvey song there, Went Under Ether, and life and death was big parts of that song as well. So I guess we got a theme here. It's quite the start to October. But anyway, leave your comments down below. Really enjoyed the song. Like I said, I thought I did it, but I guess not. And it was pretty goddamn good. So that's all I got to say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, all the support.